on night one's card could have been a lot better. And we'll just see what happens in the long run when they continue to, do these kind of shows in these bigger venues. I think them booking Arthur Ashe is just a test to see how maybe booking a larger stadium maybe down the line, or a larger venue down the line, could work in their favor. But overall, again, like I said, I thought it was good and can't say any more than that. If, however, I will say this: if there was one thing that I thought really brought it down a little bit, especially if you're watching at home, and this is specifically for those who are watching at home, like I was. If there was one thing that brought it down for us, the home viewers, is there was too many commercials, too many pictures, and too many commercials. Period. I mean, if there's one thing we can definitely take away from from TNT and the Turner Networks, is the fact that they love their commercials. They love the commercials, and I don't know who was doing the picture-in-picture commercial deal doing the Pillman MJF deal, but usually when they do picture-in-picture, they come right back to the match. Nope. Instead, they decided to go away from the match and talk and showcase more commercials. It's like, oops, somebody messed up, because when they did that, they went into an advertisement for Star Wars, the Empire Strikes Back, being showcased on TBS this week, or on TNT this week. They went to do that instead of going back to the match, and then they went into a local advertisement for Modesto Chevrolet, and then they went back to the match. So somebody obviously missed the cues there, because that didn't happen for the rest of the show when they did picture in picture. But it was, it's like, somebody messed up there, somebody screwed up, and I'm sure I'm not the only one that noticed that. But again, like I said, there's one thing that kind of brought it down for us viewers at home, was too many commercials, just too many. So, but overall, thought it was okay, and hopefully next time they do something like this, and they do a match like Danielson and Omega again, maybe not those same competitors, but similar. Hopefully they take that matchup and they put it in the middle, or they put it last, because that way you build up to it as the main event of the first hour, or the main event of the overall night. But overall, I thought it was good, and again, that opening match as well as the main event, opens the door, leaves it open ended for rematches to take place. Like I said, I think obviously, as much as we'd like to see Rosa and Baker, I think we're heading towards a three-way dance with Rosa, Soho, and Baker. Which, if you want to give the title to Rosa, you can have her pin Soho, or vice versa, and Baker doesn't have to be involved, and Baker can have a case to plead with, like, hey, none of you beat me, or neither of you who beat me. Like, she can, like I said earlier, she could look at Soho and say, you never beat me for it, you beat Rosa, or she can look at Rosa and say, you never beat me, you beat Soho. So she would have a good case, and you could lead to a rematch to where that person, Rosa or Soho, can prove that, yeah, I can beat you one-on-one, and you have them do so. And then as far as Danielson and Omega goes, you want to do the rematch in Full Gear. If you can't get Hangman Adam Page, which it looks like they want to build towards, then to me the rematch is, basically is, what I'm trying to say is the rematch basically has to be a 60-minute Iron Man match. That's and Alex, just Alex of Just Alex Central, of Alex's world, if you will, he said it best. You need to do a 60-minute Iron Man match between these two. But to me, I look at it this way. You do the 60-minute Iron Man match as a rematch, you got to add in a steel cage stipulation. Because we saw the fact that at All Out, a steel cage does prevent interference in some capacity, when it comes to the super elite, or the super clique, if you will. So, to me, I think honestly, guys, you got to go with, if you're going to do the rematch and you can't get Adam Page, you got to go with, a 60-minute Iron Man stipulation, along with the additional stipulation of that 60-minute Iron Man match taking place in a steel cage. So honestly, if you can't get Adam Page, which hopefully you can, because it looks like that's what they want to build towards, then you do the rematch, and the rematch is a 60-minute Iron Man steel cage match. That's what you do. So, So yeah. Anyway, that's just my review of AEW Dynamite Grand Slam Night 1. Let me know what your thoughts are down below. Comment if you like. Like the video. Live chat during the premiere. How did you like the show overall? Check out my Teespring store, as well as check me out at Patreon at BW Rosas, as well as my BW Rosas podcast at all your favorite audio podcast locations, except for Pandora. Still working on that. As well as check me out on BW Rosas on Vimeo. And that's about it. So until next time, guys, I will talk to you later. Sorry if I stumble on my words. It is late. I'm gonna go try to get some sleep now, and I am out. Peace. Oh, and by the time you watch this, it'll be the next day. That's why it's late. That's why I say I got to get some sleep. But until next time, have a good night and have a good morning on this Thursday morning.